Hi grade 8s, welcome back to another one of our video lessons. So today we're going to continue with constructing, or rather begin constructing triangles. So the last exercise I asked you to do was to divide the various angles and show how you get them, which was exercise 10.5. Now we're going to get into constructing triangles. Alright, so any triangle has three sides and three angles, okay, 6 pieces of information. You will only be given enough information to actually construct a triangle with different pieces, okay. So we're going to go through 4 examples of how you can construct a triangle given certain information using the tools that we have learned in the previous sections, okay. So let's look through these worked examples. Guys, I also want you to try this as we are doing it. So don't just watch me do it. Let's do it together. So example 1 on page 100. Construct triangle PQR with PQ 10 centimeters, QR 8 centimeters, and PR 5 centimeters. All right, before each example, there's a few lines in your textbook that are written in red. So that describes the condition under what information you need in order to draw a triangle. So it says you can accurately construct a triangle if you know the lengths of all three of its sides. So first condition, if I give you three lengths of sides of triangle, you can easily do it. Okay, so let's do it. So our first side, we have triangle PQR. Okay, and PQ equals 10 centimeters. Okay, QR8 and PR5. QR8 and PR5 centimeters. Okay, that's the info that is given to us. Let's draw this triangle. Well, the order of letters tell you how you go around the triangle, so you can start with whatever letter, but keep them in the same order. Okay, so the easiest way to do it is to pick the longest side. Okay, so here's my 10 centimeters. So I'm going to draw a construction line. Guys, remember we are doing this exercise now without the use of a protractor. In the next example, when we are given a certain angle, we can use a protractor, but in the other ones you cannot. So first I draw myself a construction line, and then I measure 10 centimeters. Okay, so I'll measure from here to there, and this will be 10 centimeters. Okay, and I call it PQ. Okay. Now we have the other two sides. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, say, the next side, QR. It's obviously going to be this side because it's going to be QR. Okay. So we take our protractor, or not a protractor, sorry, our compass. Open up your compass to 8 centimeters. Place the needle point in one of these letters, right? Obviously, R, we don't know yet. So the Q, place your needle compass point over here. You've set your compass to 8 centimeters. Open it up and make a mark like that. Okay. Now you're going to go to the next side, PR. Set your compass to 5 centimeters. Look at the letters, PR. We're missing R. We're looking for R, but we have P. There it is. So you put your needle compass point at P. Open up your compass to 5 centimeters to which you have already set it, and you're going to make another mark like that. Okay, I'll make darker marks so you can see them. But on your drawing, these are construction marks. They are not solid marks. They are faint pencil marks that I can see when I'm marking, but they are not solid because the solid line is reserved for your actual triangle that you are drawing, okay, or the lines. All right, cool. So where these two arcs intersect, that is your point R, and we just join the intersection to the other two sides of our triangle like that in dark, and we have triangle PQR. Okay, so PQR. Right, so that's pretty straightforward, number one. So if we have all three sides, we can use a compass to work out where those arcs are and draw any size triangle. Number two, extend PQ to B, QP to A, and PR to C. All right, so they're asking us to extend these lines. Okay, so here, these are now not construction lines, they're extensions, they're solid. Okay, there and here. So they say extend them to A, B, C. Okay. And then check if each external angle or exterior angle is the sum of two interior angles. Now guys, from drawing a triangle with different sides, we cannot figure out what these angles are by, dividing things like we did before, because we don't even have a starting point to begin with. Okay, so here what you're going to do is you're actually going to take your protractor and you're going to measure these angles inside the triangle. Then you're going to measure these exterior angles, and then you're going to check whether your exterior angle, this angle here, is equal to that and that. Okay, and they've done that for you in your exercise there in the example. Underneath the triangle, they say PQR plus PRQ plus PQR equals 98 plus 30, which is 128, which is angle APR, which is the exterior angle. Okay, so you got to show it that way. All right, guys, so that's the first example. So exercise 10.6 gives you two triangles to construct with different sides. So give those a shot. They're very simple and straightforward. The next example, you can accurately construct a triangle if you know the length of one of its sides and the size of two of its angles. Okay, so we need one side and two angles. Okay, so let's try to first understand what they're giving us. They say, well, we can have a side that we know, let's say it's 5 centimeters, and I have two angles, a 30 degree and a 60 degree. So obviously my two angles are here, okay? If one of the angles is here, then we cannot do this problem. So the two angles that they're giving us have to be these side angles over here, okay? Or actually, no, I'm lying. If they give you two angles, you can always work out the third angle. So any two angles will be fine. So let's say this is 30 degrees. They say we draw a 30-degree line like that. There's no measurement here because we don't know how long it is. And on the other side, we do our 60-degree angle and we draw a line like that. Where the two lines intersect, that's going to be the third point of your triangle. Okay, so that's what we're going to do in the next example. So let's look at that. Number one, construct triangle ABC with AB 11 centimeters, angle A 27 centimeters, and angle C 103 centimeters. Okay, so construct triangle ABC. AB is 11 centimeters. Okay. Angle A is 27 degrees. And they say angle C is 103. Okay, so straight from this we can get angle B, which is, well, 180 minus 103 will give me 77, minus 27 will give me 50 degrees. Okay, so my angle B is 50 degrees. I just worked that out. So now let's start with AB 11 centimeters. We draw a construction line, measure our 11 centimeters, and draw in a solid line. Okay. Then, well, let's label it. So this is A, this is B, and C is somewhere unknown. Okay. So angle A is 27 degrees. Here's our letter A. Remember, we can use the three-letter notation, and or if we only have a simple drawing, angle A is referring to the angle of the triangle, which is this angle here. So it's 27 degrees. Guys, here we do need to use a protractor. So put your protractor over there, okay? Line it up with that point, measure 27 degrees, and draw yourself a line going up like that, okay? Right, so we can label that 27 degrees. Now what we could do is we could go to angle B, which is 50, which we worked out. So put your protractor here now. Now use the other scale. So don't start from here. start from here because your angle is opening up from the other side. So you're starting from 0 here and going up. So you're going to put your protractor there. At that point, line it up with one of the arms, make a mark of 50 degrees. Let's say it's over there. And then you're going to draw a line like that. Okay. Okay, so this is 50 degrees. And this angle here is going to be 103 degrees. And this point is going to be C. And we join these two lines like that. And we have a triangle ABC. Okay. Guys, so in the textbook, they also show you where you're positioning your protractor. Look at the two sides of the scale. That's why we use it, because we could read the angle from either direction. Okay. Right, number 2, extend BA to D, AB to E, and BC to F, and show that each exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. Okay. Right, so when we worked out B to be 50 degrees, we need to give a reason. How did we do that? We said angles of triangle. Okay, angles of triangle sum up to 180 degrees. So you can say angle sum triangle ABC or angles of triangle ABC. Okay. All right, so number 2 is pretty much the same as 2 from the previous example. Measure the exterior angles, extend the lines, and check that they are the same. Right, let's go to the next worked example, which is you can accurately construct a triangle if you have a right angle and know the lengths of any two of its sides. Okay, so we know there's a right angle. We have lengths of two other sides. Okay, so let's do that. So they say, without using a protractor, construct triangle PQR if Q equals to 90. So we want PQR, Q equals to 90 degrees. So that's the right angle that they're talking about. PQ is 8 and PR is 10. PQ is 8 and PR is 10. Okay, so we have angle Q. One of the sides is attached to Q, okay, and the other side is the hypotenuse, because angle Q is the 90, which means that the side that doesn't have a Q in it is the hypotenuse, which is this PR. All right, cool. So we have angle Q, we have the hypotenuse, we have another side. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with a construction. Okay, we'll do a construction line like that. And we're going to label this point Q. Okay. We don't know what this distance is yet. Okay. Right, so we know at Q there's a 90-degree angle. Okay. So here we need to construct a 90-degree. How do we do that? Put your compass into this point, make a mark there of whatever distance. Then take your compass out, put it into these 2 points here, make an arc there of the same distance, and then draw a line that's doing this. Also a construction line at this stage, because we need to fit the distances. Okay. Right, so Q is 90 degrees. We have triangle PQR. Okay, so we could say PQR. How did they do it in the textbook? Okay, they went PQR. So if we take this to be PQ, it's 8 centimeters. Right, we could actually do it another way. Let's call this point PQ, and this is going to be R. Okay, going clockwise, it makes more sense than going anti-clockwise. I don't know. Okay, so PQ is 8 centimeters. There's our PQ. Measure 8 centimeters, make a mark, and make this into a solid line. Okay, this is now point P. Okay, now they tell us PR is 10 centimeters. Okay, so PR is 10 centimeters. So what you do is you set your compass at 10 centimeters, put your needle point in here, and make an arc like that. Now where these two cross, that's exactly your 10 centimeters. So you join this line to that line to make it PR, which is 10 centimeters, and you can measure it and check. And that leaves us with RQ, which is, well, we can find out what it is. So PQ is 8 centimeters. Right, and that's how we construct our right angle triangle. So we have this angle here, we can put a 90 there because it is, and two sides that were given, any two sides. Okay. Right, guys, the next example, you can accurately construct a triangle if you know the lengths of any two sides and the size of the angle between these sides. Okay, so here they're telling us that, well, if they give us any two sides and an angle in between, we can work out what the other side is. Okay, so we basically have a side. We have a side and an angle in between of 30 degrees. Okay. If we have the side, this is 2 centimeters, this is 3 centimeters, 30-degree angle, well, what do we have to do? Well, just join these two lines and there's our triangle. That's it, guys, because there's nothing more. The two sides are here. There's the angle in between. Join the other two sides and we have our triangle. Okay. All right, so let's do this example. So they say, without using a protractor. Okay, so here it's quite interesting because remember from before we said we know how to construct a 90, we know how to make a 45, we know how to make a 60, we know how to get a 30, and so on. So I could ask you, construct a triangle for me with a 45-degree angle and the two sides are like this, or a 30-degree angle. So yes, it's easy to do it when you can measure the angle and it's quick and easy and you're done. But when you actually have to construct the angle first, then match up the sides and complete your triangle. All right, let's do that. So without using a protractor, construct a triangle ABC with AB 9 centimeters, AC 7 centimeters, and angle A 60 degrees. So we want triangle ABC. AB is 9, AC is 7. AB is 9, AC is 7. Okay. And angle A is 60 degrees. Okay, so that's the info that we have. All right, so we got both of the sides matching up with A, meaning that we can do this triangle because it's two sides coming from angle A. So AB and AC from angle A. Really want to sneeze, but it keeps going away. Anyway, right, so let's do this. So let's pick one of these sides, AB 9 centimeters. All right, so let's draw a construction line. Let's measure 9 centimeters. And we draw that in and we label it AB. Okay. Right. Then angle A, we know is 60-degree angle. Okay. How do we construct a 60-degree angle? Well, remember, 60-degree angle comes from an equilateral triangle, meaning all the angles in the triangle are the same, which means they are all 60. So we need to construct an equilateral triangle here in order to get our 60-degree angle. How did we do it? Well, the only thing about an equilateral triangle is that all the sides are the same, meaning all the angles are the same. So we need to use a particular size side, whatever it is, to construct this angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my needle compass point at A, open it up to, less than halfway this distance, and make a mark over there. Actually, I'm going to make an arc like that. Okay. Then I'm going to keep that distance the same, put my needle compass point in here, open it up to the same distance, and make a mark like that. Now that mark, if you join these 3 points together, you're going to get an equilateral triangle. But we're not after the equilateral triangle. We're only after the 60-degree angle at A. So that means this is that angle. Okay, so we're going to draw a construction line through that point going up. Now we're going to match up our AC to be 7 centimeters. You could take your ruler, measure 7 centimeters. You could set your compass, measure 7 centimeters, make a mark. It doesn't really matter. So let's say there it is, C, and I join my line like that. So this is 7 centimeters, 7, 9, this is 60 degrees. All we have to do is join these two lines together and we are done. Okay. Guys, very straightforward and basic. These are the 4 ways we can make a triangle. I'm definitely going to ask you to do this, so please practice this. And yeah, guys, so exercise 10.6 for homework and 10.7. Okay, and we will continue with quadrilaterals in the next lesson. Okay. Okay, guys, actually 10.7 looks very big. I want you to get up to number 4, and I'll help you with 5 and 6 in the next lesson. Okay, so get up to number 4. So 10.6 and 10.7 up to number 4. All right, cool, guys. In the next lesson, I'll help you with that, and we'll construct quadrilaterals, and that would be the end of this section. Okay, thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll see you next time.